Hello everybody and welcome back to Red Eagle Politics. Make sure you guys like this video down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. So today, Kevin McCarthy, the Speaker of the House, he has been Speaker ever since January when Republicans assumed control in the new Congress. He has directed the House committees to form an impeachment inquiry into President Joe Biden for the Hunter Biden stuff, for Burisma, for Biden's conduct, what he calls a culture of corruption. He has directed this formal impeachment inquiry. And I found this very interesting. I found the timing interesting. It's taken him, 9 months to do this, to actually set this into motion, which again, we knew about this corruption even before Biden assumed office. We know what happened with the FBI colluding with social media to advance Biden's image ahead of the 2020 election. That was even before Biden got in office. So now, all of a sudden, he is opening the impeachment inquiry, which I think it's a good thing that the same standard is being held. If they're going to impeach Trump over bogus stuff, then Biden should be at least looked into for impeachment for stuff that is not bogus and actually impeachable. Because if you can impeach Trump over perfectly good phone calls or impeach Trump for things that he didn't do, Biden could actually get impeached for things that he did do. And finally, we set the same standard. However, there are questions about this being a political trap as well that we are going to discuss. Is it actually something that will amount to anything? Is it just a show trial? What does this actually accomplish? We'll be talking about all of that and more. But first, I have to tell you guys about Noble Gold, because a lot of people are feeling unsure about their finances these days. If you are feeling unsure, you are not alone, which is why Noble Gold Investments is here to help. Just hear it straight from the folks they've helped with these testimonies. People have said verbatim that the Noble crew walked them through everything without stress. The help of Noble Gold, they can finally sleep easy at night. And now this month, Noble Gold Investments is handing out a free 5-ounce silver America the Beautiful coin if you qualify for an IRA. Invest in gold and silver with Noble Gold Investments. Go to noblegoldinvestments.com now. noblegoldinvestments.com, the only gold company that I trust. So Kevin McCarthy going out there, and he is talking about opening a formal impeachment inquiry into Biden. He has 3 committee chairs that are leading the Biden impeachment inquiry. You have Jim Jordan out of Ohio in terms of the Judiciary Committee, and you have Oversight Committee, James Comer from Kentucky, and for the Ways and Means Committee, you have Jason Smith from the state of Missouri. So already they have their lineup. They're going to go on offense, it seems, and at least look into the matter. Does this mean Biden is going to get impeached? Not necessarily. It means they're looking into it. What is that going to do? In my opinion, I think it's smarter than impeaching Biden, because if you impeach him, oh, wow, you barely hit the threshold, let's say, because I don't think there's enough Republicans to impeach Biden in the House. Realistically speaking, I think the vote would fail because you have a lot of rhinos and you have a lot of Republicans that are in Biden districts that for political purposes probably just would not be able to vote for that. And what it would do is it would fire up the Dems and arguably make Biden look a little bit more like a victim. And keep in mind, Trump's impeachments, both of them, did not seem to hurt him. Just like the indictments are not seeming to hurt Donald Trump either for the primary as well as the general election so far. However, with Biden, putting this out in the open is a good idea. You need this to be talked about. You're talking about an election year that's coming up next year, and you have the ability to control the narrative. So I think an impeachment inquiry is a smart compromise between actually, oh, we're going to impeach him. It's going to get thrown out in the Senate. It's not going to matter. We look like the dumb ones for actually thinking we had a chance to do it, compared to this, which maybe the inquiry will launch more investigations into the conduct. We'll learn more and more about what's going on, and it will keep this in the news cycle, just like the Democrats are trying to do with Trump and all of those indictments, and they're trying to keep him in the news cycle. They're trying to drain his pocketbook. We have to go on offense. That's what we have to do. So I like this, but I will say this is different than an impeachment, and you got to be a little bit careful because you don't want to walk into a trap, because Biden's never going to be removed from office. I tweeted this out today. I think some people didn't quite understand it because we want Biden gone. That's what we want. But impeaching Biden itself or putting it up to a vote, I don't know if that's the best way to go about this, because he's not going to be removed from office. I don't think he'll even have the votes for it to go to a trial in the Senate, which even then you'll see every Democrat, including the ones in red states, vote to keep Biden. You need like 60 some votes. You don't have the votes to get rid of Biden. If you do get rid of Biden, Harris will become the president. And you don't want this to go up to a vote either, because if you do, what is it going to do? It's going to fire up the Dems in some of these districts where you'll have Republicans voting in Democrat districts to impeach Biden. That is what cost Democrats House seats in 2020. Keep that in mind. So you got to be careful about how you go about it. But an inquiry is not an impeachment. It will not have the same negative effects per se that an actual impeachment show trial / vote that probably is going to fail is going to have. So that's what it does. And you have to keep Biden's scandals in the media. That's the main goal for this. And if it does work, I see it as a good thing and a boost to Donald Trump ahead of the 2024 election. And that's what it comes down to. Biden should be investigated, then indicted, then impeached, in my opinion. Not just, oh, we're going to vote to impeach him, and then we'll impeach him in some like bogus McCarthy-led show trial. Oh, I'm trying to get the clout back. I'm trying to get in good with the base. And then it doesn't go anywhere. This has to be drawn out. It has to be a long, drawn-out process, and they have to get something out of it. They have to actually go out there and find out more. We already have pretty much everything we need to know, but it keeps it in the media, even if we don't learn anything new. This is not something that makes Biden look good, but you got to be careful about it, like I said, because if you go out there and you do impeach him, well, what is that going to do? Like I said, he's going to remain in office, and he's going to be able to play the victim, and they're going to frame, oh, the Republicans, they're corrupt, look what they're doing, et cetera, which is ironic, by the way, very ironic, but it does miss the point. I'm just saying be tactful. That's really what it comes down to. I don't think the Democrats are being tactful with what they're trying to do against Donald Trump right now. We hear from even the never-Trumpers on the right, and we hear from the people on the left. They say, oh, Trump is done. He's got his mugshot. He's going away for a long time. He's not going to be going away. None of these are really seemingly going to go to trial probably within like the next year, it seems. And on top of that, it does seem as if Donald Trump is going to use this to his advantage, if anything, because Trump looks like he is the one being targeted by the current regime, which has gone rogue and is acting like a third world dictatorship, except that's exactly what's happening. So it is a winning argument per se if Trump is able to get the point across that this is a politically charged indictment. That's what it comes down to distract from the Biden scandals, which are going to be brought up in the media more likely than not down the stretch if you go through with an impeachment inquiry and you drag that out to the point where you're going to be probably finding more information, you're going to be launching more investigations. That's what it comes down to. And honestly, it is a political gamble. Everything is a political gamble. Who knows what's going to happen? But McCarthy would be wise to not put this up to a vote. I think leaving it at the inquiry is the right thing. And then you have to get the information. You have to go on offense. That's what we got to do. Because it seems like a lot of people are saying we're going to be playing defense with Trump in terms of the scandal department, even though when you look through every single scandal that they're trying to throw his way, everything they've indicted him for, it's total BS. And then Trump's poll numbers, not just for the Republican primary, but also for the general election, are going up. He is neck and neck with Joe Biden in the RCP average for the general election. He is neck and neck with Biden. That's in the national popular vote. When you look at the states that are needed to win the election, there are a few points to the right of that, to the point where if Trump is even running like 4 points behind Biden in the popular vote, he's going to be the next president. Obviously, a lot can change between now and Election Day 2024, but we got to go out there, we got to set the narrative early, And that's how we dictate the discourse that's going to be taking place between now and next November. And if we're able to do that, we will control the conversation. We will win. And that's the way it goes. And it seems as if we have an opportunity to do it if we're able to launch an inquiry and keep Biden's scandals and corruption in the forefront. But like I said, be tactful about it. Understand that there are traps that they will set that we have to fall into. We'll see what happens between now and next election cycle, but it does seem as if this is something that is probably not going to be good for Biden in the long run if Republicans play their cards correctly, which again, they're Republicans, so will they? I don't know. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like this video down below, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. Follow me on social media. The links are all in the description down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Red Eagle, out.